Thank you for joining me for another weekly challenge in 7 minutes. And this week, we're going to knock this thing out in 7 minutes. All right, first challenge of the week is the Sunday Cup 400, but it is the European version, which means you have to have a European car of the flavor PP 400. That's the suggested PP. You can go above it, you can go below it, depending on how much challenge you want. I went for the big challenge and picked the 1971 BMW 3.0 CSL. I threw this car on the comfort mediums to keep it at around that 400 pp level and put it out on the track. And I've got to tell you, I'm not a big fan of this car. It's okay if you get it into a drift and you kind of want it in there, steers all right. But if you hit a curb, get a little bit unbalanced, the end comes around. Gran Turismo and this new physics hates the counter steer. You're going to lose the car. Be very cautious on the curbs unless you just got this thing dead solid straight or you've got the balance right. But it was good enough to catch the Clio, which is the one you need to catch to win this race, and you better catch them in the first half. You go with this car. So you want a big challenge, pick this car on the comfort mediums. Comfort softs if you want a little less challenge, and maybe even some racing hards if you want even less challenge. If you want a huge challenge, put it on comfort hards. Good luck. I don't think you're going to be able to get it done. You might be able to surprise me, but I don't think you can. Challenge number 2 is the Japanese 4-wheel drive challenge 600, and it is at the Nuburgring GP circuit. Suggested PP 600, and I decided to go something a little bit off the wall. I don't usually choose VGT cars unless it tells you it's a VGT race, but I decided to go with the Suzuki VGT. And you know what? Kind of glad I did. After the pain I went through in that BMW 3.0 CL, I tell you what, this car was so planted. I mean, really, really planted. If you struggle getting around this track and spinning out and things like that, grab this car. Yeah, it's just super easy. Really quick. The shifts just seem super fast and crisp. It's a hybrid, I know that, but I don't know if it's got a quadruple clutch transmission or what, but I'm telling you that the shifts felt really good. Making passes were easy, got by folks because it had just gobs of grip, even with these sport soft tires on it. And this was a really stable car. So if you're struggling in this event or even struggling in 4-wheel drive races, give this little VGT a try. It's a pretty fun little drive. Plus, it's convertible, so you can a little wind in the hair. Enjoy yourself out there on the racetrack. So took home the victory in the Suzuki. Good job there, Suzuki, on this VGT. Really enjoyed this one. Give it a try. Now for the weekly special event. It is a one make for the Volvo V40 T5R design. That's a mouthful. It is the Soccer Mom Shootout right here. Grab your favorite Volvo wagon and stick it out on the new Eiger Nordwand course. Now, I didn't care to spend any money tuning this car since I probably will never drive it again unless forced to, like I am right now. So I just sent it out there on some sports mediums and put my PP right about 482, I think it was. But I quickly found out that it just wasn't quite fast enough in the corners to be able to really reel in the front pack. So I went about 3 laps and I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to reel these guys in quick enough. So I switched, came back, ran it on the sports softs, and that was much better and was still a fairly close race, and you still had to hustle the heck out of this car. This car a little bit tough here at Eiger because if you are not braking in a straight line, you are going to get punished. Now, you can send it down the inside, and some people get a little drifty on the big left-hander, but the rest of the track, boy, I tell you what, you better have that sucker pointed in a straight line when you slam on the brakes, especially coming over the bridge and downhill into the beginning of those really tight S sections. If you brake in a straight line where the bridge has the cutout on the left, you'll be able to maintain control of the car and have a good run through the S's. On the sports softs, you could also get away with a little bit later on the braking, a little less straightness in your braking as well. So just a little more room for air everywhere. So I would suggest the sports soft tires if you're going to try it without tuning the car up. Like I said, the sports mediums just weren't quite enough tire. On the sports softs, I was able to catch the lead group on lap 4 and get by P1 with a little bit of a elbows out room there on the pass, but tell you what, it was a tight race still. But victory was not in doubt. Took home P1. You can too. Just remember, sports softs about the hardest tire compound you want to go with a stock setup. Finishing time here was a 7:54 if you want to get P1 and get you 200,000 credits. Now on to the race of turbo sports cars. That's right, you can pick any turbo sports car you want as long as it is 700 pp or less, 5 laps, no tire or fuel to worry about. So what did I go with? Well, I decided to go with this bright orange and white 2013 Bugatti Veyron 16.4 on the sports softs. And I don't care if you don't like the orange on the outside. A sexy animal on the inside. Look at that. That is a gorgeous interior. And look at the front end of this thing pick up when you get on the gas. Hardest thing about this race was braking early enough. Oh my goodness. This thing is an absolute animal on the sports soft tires. It was fun. I mean, the front end is pushy. Obviously, they don't want to kill all the billionaires that buy this car in real life. So I get it. I get it. And it's just stupid fast. It just really is. I kind of got an actual sense of how fast this car was racing against other turbo cars here. So if you want to have a good time, jump in a Veyron, just go destroy everyone. I won by like a billion seconds. Didn't matter. I was smiling the whole time. Put your Veyron to use. Take it out to Dragon's Trail Seaside. Get you a W. On to the final challenge of the week. It is the World Touring Car 800. And as we discussed before, 800, a little too much PP for a Group 3 car, so I decided again to go with a Group 2 car with this 6X tire wear, 7X fuel usage. Now, let's look over at the radar map. Again, notice what you don't see on here. Any weather. Yeah, worthless, this map. I don't know why they added it. Whoever the developer was who had to sit down and add this map, I feel sorry for you, bro, because it doesn't work. On to the race itself, this Lexus SC430, very nice drive on the racing hard tires. You won't have any trouble at all. In fact, the only trouble I had was having to shift it at 3/4 so I could go the entire distance without pit stopping. Now, I thought I might have to pit stop because guess what came out of nowhere? Rain. That was nowhere on that weather map. But there it is. There is rain. Everyone went in the pits there on lap number 5, promoted me up into first place, and then they pitted again on lap number 7 because it started to dry. So I won this one by like 40 or 50 seconds and I crashed once. So you can too. Anyway, hope this helped you. Hope you enjoyed your weekly challenges. If you did, hit the like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more. For myself, Go Gretty. Y'all have a great evening.